Alright, after a long battle with algae and fish kills and all kinds of nonsense and algae blooms, I finally got it under control, and voila. It's not actually completed yet. I'm going to add some more of this white rock, but for the most part, this is what it's going to look like. I might put a different colored sand in there, but for now, this is it. And this is our new bass. I don't have a name for him yet, but yep, sadly enough, my last bass perished, and with all my other fish. And I happened to go out and catch this gorgeous guy, and I gotta think of a name for him, because I like him a lot, and he's got really good colors and scales on him. He looks really healthy. And a funny story is I caught him 4 or 5 days ago, 6 days ago, and the first day I had him in the aquarium was all fine and dandy, but I woke up the next day and I noticed the tank water was all cloudy, like milky cloudy, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to do a water change before work, just exactly what I wanted to do. So I go up to the tank and I start emptying water out, and I notice that there's something floating in the water, and I looked at it and I knew right away it was snake skin, and I was like, what? There's snake skin floating in the water. And it's about that time that I realized that there was a tiny, dead, half-digested baby snake on the bottom of the tank. So apparently, within a day before I caught him, he ate a baby snake and pooped it out in my aquarium, and I had to clean it out. But these guys are voracious, though. I mean, they'll eat snakes, even though, I mean, he's probably 4 inches, 5 inches, and he'll eat snakes. So that's why we're showing him today. This is only the second time I'm feeding him. So without further ado, let's start dropping some of these feeder fish in. He eats feeder fish. I fed him a couple feeder fish yesterday. Okay, here's one. It's really tiny. Keep your eye on the ball, Casey. I'm gonna drop him right over here. See if the bass sees him. If he doesn't see him, I'll drop another one in. Uh-oh. Bad idea, dude. Oh. Ooh, there we go. So that was one he knocked off. One. Let's do another one. He's got to be hungrier than that. Drop another one in. Ready? Let's see. There's the other one. Oh yeah, toast. Crunch. These poor fish don't stand a chance. I mean, I might have to drop like 3 or 4 in at a time, just to make it fair.
Yeah.
Here, I'll drop a good scoop in. Let's see how it goes crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's easy when they're stuck in a tank. Well, let's sit back, see if he goes hunting or if that's all he's gonna eat. So something else I like to do, I used to really refrain from dropping in like more than 2 dozen fish at a time, because these fish will just eat and eat and eat and eat, which is a good thing because that means they're healthy. Oh, here he goes for another one. But I mean, I've heard it said that they're like cats and dogs. You should feed them every day. They're always hungry. But if from an aquarium keeper's perspective, if you feed them too much, that means more water changes. So I used to be really stingy about, you know, really strict on his diet and how much I fed him every day. But I've kind of gotten over that, mainly because I moved to a new house where it's easier to do water changes. So I don't really care. I'll drop in 2-3 dozen at a time and just watch him go crazy. It's really fun. But he's knocking these things off pretty quick. How many are left? There's one. I see one little guy underneath the driftwood.
One right there.
Another one right there, and I don't see any up top.
Right there.
Oh, there's 3. There's 3 still. Yeah, I used to be really cautious about that, but now that I can do water changes very easily, I don't stress about it as much. But for now, I think we're just gonna keep the bass in, unless I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep anything else in here unless I can catch another bullhead. I'm really sad my bullhead died, because that was possibly my favorite fish I've ever had. The fact that he's still eating is impressive. I wasn't even going to feed him tonight because I knew he ate so many. But also, another reason why I don't stress about putting in more feeder fish at once anymore is also I like the bass to have food to forage on, which is what he would be accustomed to in the wild. I would put crayfish in here. I might, just for him to forage on. It's good to mix up their diet, but yeah, I like him having the more natural. He can hunt his food. I think if you're gonna keep a bass, it keeps him more comfortable. Just knowing there's food right there, and he doesn't stress. No, he's so fat he doesn't. Oh, he's gonna go for another one. See, these fish are new. They haven't seen anyone die yet, so they're not really sure if they should be afraid of him. Also, those feeder fish look good swimming in schools. I had them in this tank's water, so they should be pretty well acclimated. Yeah, not too much else, folks. It's just a matter of maintenance. Gotta stay on it. Also having a ready supply of small fish and whatnot to feed him. But you guys are happen to be a fan of the channel, or you just like fish tank videos, comment below and see what we can name him, because I'm really bad at naming pets. So yeah, any suggestions would be awesome. Dang, he took another one. Maybe we can name him Glutton.